Yes, sir, baby. Welcome to the Tennessee Tide Podcast, Tides Colosseum. Sorry for the delay yesterday, and well, we had to reschedule, man. We didn't want to, broadcast during the Tennessee game, man. We know a lot of people out here in Tennessee fans, you know how it is. But yeah, we here, man. Here to talk about the drama we got going on today, man. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of topics to talk about, man. Let me go ahead and introduce the co-hosts in the building. We got my boy, brother from another mother, man. Morocco Taylor, man. How
Yes,
you doing,
sir. Yes, sir, man. I'm feeling blessed as always, man. How y'all feeling?
Sir, feeling good, man. How you feeling down there, Firestone, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm just wondering how you feeling after that game yesterday. I just need to make sure that you okay. You
I'm
feeling
good,
all
man.
right?
I'm good.
Uh,
I'm good, man. It was a tough
I know that
L.
was
I mean, but
heartbreaking.
it felt better because Alabama lost today, so I'm good. Yeah, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Man, all the
But
Tennessee teams lose the same, man. They just lose in such heartbreaking fashion.
heartbreaking, bro. Heartbreaking. But let me introduce my other brother from another mother, man. All the way out there in Oklahoma, man. My boy, Leonard Firestone in the building. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Good. Busy. Been a hectic week. We got some stuff to cover with this football and these Titans, but hey, man, it's exciting time of the year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. But we can go ahead and get into these topics, man. We got a lot of stuff to discuss, man. A lot of drama, a lot of crazy talk, man. You know how it goes, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we got quite a few things to touch upon. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in.
Yes, sir. We go ahead and start off. I mean, apparently the Tennessee Titans, man, they feel like they don't have enough money out here in these streets, so they went out here and they feel like they got to talk to the captain, the heart of the team, man, Kevin Byard. I mean, they try to ask for a pay cut, dog. Like, what's going on, man? Why would we ask for a pay cut from Kevin Byard, bro? The man, the mayor of Murfreesboro, man. Like, why?
I don't know. I take this as insulting. Like I get that y'all's trying to move some money around, change some contract structures around it, but it's like, man, didn't he just take one not too long ago? Didn't he just take a restructure? And now they're wanting him to take another one to restructure for it. Um, Dude, he's been the one Titan that's consistently on the field, consistently making plays, even when everybody else sat on that Dallas game. He played. He went out there and got what, 2 picks? I think they get. Bro, there's no reason that we're asking Kevin Byard to take a pay cut when Landry sitting there making how much, and he ain't even played a full season yet. Like, bro, I hope that they ain't mess something up with Kevin Byard on this shit.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Morocco, you got anything you want to say about that, or?
Yeah, man. I mean, if you watched the video last week I dropped on Twitter, I mean, you pretty much know how I felt about the situation, man. Leave KB alone, man. I mean, he done enough for this team, and you coming to him about a pay cut. I mean, I just think that was just straight up disrespectful, man. Like Leonard said, you got Harold Landry out there. I mean, he missed a full season with a torn ACL, which is unfortunate for him, but it's business as well. And go to
Mm-hmm.
him about a pay cut or a restructure or something. Go to Tannehill. Shoot. I mean, he
Mm.
making what, 27 million or something like that. I mean, go to him, but going to Tannehill as well. I mean, if you go to him, he gonna ask for more years, in which Tannehill probably out of here after this season right here. But I mean, find another way. Leave KB alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. Kevin Byard, man, he's a heart and soul of his team, man. Like without him, this defense would not be what it is, man.
Mm-mm.
When I watch them before every game, man, they always show the huddle, man, of the defense, man. And Kevin Byard, he's the main leader, man. He's the guy in there that's telling his comrades, telling his people, man, we need to get ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we come here to take this W away from the other team, man. We're finna beat this team. You know what I'm saying? He has these guys believing, man. And if asking to take a pay cut from him, man, that's to me
Yeah.
that's just utterly disrespectful, man. Kevin Byard has done a lot for this team. He doesn't miss games. You know what I'm saying? He's consistent every season, man. He's a Pro Bowler, man, multiple time Pro Bowler. He's an All Pro. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's stupid, man. So here's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. You don't go to Kevin Byard and ask him for a pay cut and to do this restructure and this and that. That's the last person you go to and start trying to talk to about that situation. I just didn't like how that was done.
Yeah, very disrespectful. So I guess we go on to the next topic, man. Apparently, man, we getting our name into the Lamar Jackson, man, sweepstakes, man. You hear any type of rumors about that going on, or what y'all know about it?
Man, I haven't heard anything outside of what was being reported. I mean, um, they said the Titans were, the favorites outside of Baltimore to get Lamar, in which I wrote an article about it. Why I believe that Lamar isn't worth the asking price. I mean, y'all make sure to go to fanbattlesports.com and read it. Very good article, short read as well, only 3 minutes, man. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. But long story short, man, I mean, Lamar is not an elite quarterback. I mean, I understand that he's a explosive player. I mean, I don't take anything away from him. Former MVP. I mean, he's the only reason that the Ravens are relevant right now. I mean, the Ravens, they got a winning culture. So, they gonna always be in the mix. But, when people look at the Ravens, they looking for Lamar. And, he's still top 10 quarterback in the league. But he's not elite. And giving up 2 firsts and having to pay him $200 million, I mean, for us, that doesn't make any sense. For a team that's one piece away that just needs a quarterback, everything else in place, you just need that guy at quarterback. Yeah, I mean, they should be going hard for Lamar, but we got too many holes to bring Lamar in. And also, too, man, I mean, it was a lot of fans that got upset with Mariota some years back about him sitting out of winning in a scenario game or whatever against the Colts. And Lamar did the same thing this past season. I mean, I forget the receiver, but he pretty much said, man, wanted Lamar out there, man. I mean, I understand that, he couldn't just run around like he wanted to or whatever, but he could still move. I mean, he just felt like Lamar could have got up out there and played through it or whatever, man. So, I mean, if you upset at Mariota because of that, you definitely shouldn't want Lamar on the Titans.
Yeah. I see your points on some of these and things, but like Mariota was more than just that one time thing. We've seen Mariota not push through injuries. And also, in that time, Mariota wasn't on a contract year. He wasn't trying to get a contract where his health mattered. Like Lamar going out there playing hurt this year like that. He's on contract. He's trying to get money. So, like, business-wise, that didn't make sense. So it's a little bit different for me in that situation of sitting out for a little bit. But, right, yeah, you do want to kind of push through that injury and get out there. But I kind of have a little bit more understanding with Lamar's situation because he's trying to get a contract from a team that's not trying to give him what he wants and talking about franchising and did franchise tag him. So, like, at that point, you got to kind of save your body so you get the contract that you deserve. But to your point, yeah, you want them to push through. But I don't know about elite because Lamar still hasn't won truly those tough playoff games. And that's the only knock I have on him is his playoff play. If he can start performing better in the playoff, bro, I think he's going to be one of these guys that's going to compete for years. I know I definitely don't want to see him on the Colts or the Houston's team, so I would much rather have him here. I don't think 2 first rounds is too much, but the 200,000 or 200 million guaranteed is definitely too much.
Yeah. I see both sides of it. I see, like I said, I see what the Titan fans are saying. Yeah, we want to upgrade a quarterback, this, that, and the other, because a lot of people don't trust Tannehill, and I mean that's irrespectable. You know what I'm saying? But at the same, I don't think with me, if I want to get Lamar Jackson, I say we either wait till after the draft. Let's go ahead and get this draft class in, and then try to go after Lamar, or so I'm not a real, like I said, I like Lamar Jackson. I think he's a really good quarterback, but I don't know. I just don't know if the Titans are going to even make a move like that. I mean, that's a lot to give up. You got to pay him all that money, all that guaranteed money that he's asking, and then you got to give up 2 first-round picks. That's a lot, I just don't think that, like I said, I don't think it's worth it. But like I said, if they do it, I mean, I can't be upset about it. I mean, we'll have a quarterback that probably be here for, 5-6 years? So you don't know. It is what it is.
And
Yeah,
chat, let
I
us know
think
what y'all
three.
think
Go
too.
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I was gonna say, man, I think he only gonna be playing at a real high level for another 3 or 4 years. I mean, it's his style of play. I mean, quarterbacks that play the same type of style as Lamar, man, they only around for like 10 years or so, man. I know Vic stayed around a little bit longer, but Vic's situation as well. And also, too, he stuck around as a backup or whatnot. And man, I don't see Lamar just, the type of dude that would go and be a backup quarterback after, his prime years. So, I mean, I say 3 to 4 years. I mean, like RJ said, I mean, I'm not gonna be mad if that's what the Titans do. I mean, I kind of be happy because I mean I know what you're gonna get up out of Lamar. I mean, it's just one of them things that he ain't gonna be here for a long time, but he gonna be here for a good time.
Man, this is a whole different tone, RJ. This wasn't that like the beginning of us starting this podcast? You like was pushing for us to
I
go get
was
Lamar. Now
though,
it's a
but
possibility, and you're like, nah, I don't want it.
them 2 first-round picks, man. It's just I'm me. I want a legit quarterback, but at the same time, though, let me see this draft class first, man. And we're gonna get to the draft. We're gonna get to the draft a little bit when we on the next topic. But man, it's just I don't know, man. It's like I want Lamar because I know with Lamar Jackson, when his athleticism isn't at an elite level, what is he gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Can he dot people up from the pocket, or is he just gonna be just running quarterback that everybody's just scared of his running? I mean, don't get me wrong, Lamar Jackson can really pass. I'm not gonna say that he's a bad passer. I just want to see what he's gonna be when he can't just sit there and rely on his legs. And I do want, like, I do want to see what Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry look like though in the backfield, bro. That's oh my god, like I promise you, that'll be the nastiest
Hey
read
man, I mean,
in the
it wouldn't
history of
take
the
long.
game, bro.
It wouldn't be for long, but I mean,
Yeah,
it'll definitely be
it
fun to
was.
see why it's around, man. So I mean, like I said, I wouldn't be mad,
I
but
wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. And you know me, I'm big trade up and go get the guy.
look at you, man.
That man Briggs going in today, bro. He's an RJ home back tears. Balls last night. Titans about to cut Byard to trade Henry. Man, get
Oh
out of
my
here, bro.
Nah,
We ain't cutting no
nah.
darn Byard, bro.
god.
Hey, Trey Son, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there in a minute, man. Why? I trust me, man. We're gonna get there.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
man,
man. I
we
mean, we
got
can still hold
got
on.
a
What
lot
you
of
saying?
drama. I was about to say, man, we got a lot of drama
Yeah, a
around
lot
here,
of drama
man. I
going on,
mean,
man.
we got to
So,
go
I
ahead and
mean,
get to the
since
topic.
since, since Breeze brought it up, do you think that we're gonna cut Byard?
Hell no.
I
Hell no.
don't
If
think
we
we
did
can.
anything, we
I
would
don't think we
trade him,
can.
but I don't think we're going to do that neither.
Yeah, it's too much dead cap. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, and honestly, I think if I'm being like for real, like 100% honest here too, I don't think that they probably went to him for a pay cut, like a restructure on the deal, like we think or like we want, because like we always think of a restructures in a bad way. The lot of teams in this league right now are restructuring deals to give you more guaranteed money, so it's less money on a cap hit. You're still making your same amount. They're just giving it to you in a bonus rather than an incentive, or they give it to you a bonus and incentives rather than just your normal cap hit. But still, at the end of the day, you that's the last person you go approach on the Tennessee Titans about any
yes,
type of restructure.
100% agree. 100% agree. And I don't think we're gonna trade Derrick Henry either. Every time I talk to somebody, I'll be like, yeah, I'm a Titans fan. They be like, oh, you gotta go trade Derrick Henry. No, bro, we're not trading Derrick Henry, man. I'm telling you,
I,
dude. Hey,
I
he's
think
not
that's
getting
other
traded.
teams. I think that's
Huh?
other teams stirring up shit after we traded
Yeah.
AJ last year, and everybody didn't think that was a possibility.
They
Like,
think
well,
we just
hey,
getting rid of everybody.
let's go say they're going to trade Henry. Henry might get pissed off and ask for a trade, and we can make this shit happen. And but
Exactly.
I don't think we're actually shopping them.
But
Most
yeah,
definitely.
man, that's just the narrative that got created behind trading AJ Brown, man. I mean, it was already out there that the Titans are cheap and they don't want to pay nobody. But then when they went and traded AJ, it was like, yeah, this right here proves it. I mean, shoot, this
Yeah,
guy right here, the best receiver they had since Derrick Mason. They just traded him for almost nothing. And I just think going forward, man, we always gonna get that no matter who the play is, we gonna always get the stories like Derrick Henry's being shopped or Kevin Byard this, and I mean it's expected, but I don't think we're going to make them type moves. But it's in the back of my mind too, so I mean I'm prepared for whatever.
We know as Titans fans to expect the unexpected, because if it's something we don't want them to do, like I shared that meme in the group the other day, we're sitting there like poking it, like do something, then Titans do something. Like, wait, no, not that, don't do that.
He said Henry is getting old. So do you want to see if you can get something for him before you have to release him? Nah, I'm sorry, man. Look, I get he's a running back. I understand where you guys are coming from with running. This is not your average running back, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Derrick Henry is still the best back in the league, and I understand he's getting old. And I understand he's 30, but a running back like this, you gotta let him finish his career out with the Tennessee Titans, bro. I'm sorry. Right. Like, we've never had a running back this good, and we've had Eddie George, Chris Johnson. We've never had a running back like this, bro. And you know what I'm saying? We can still. I feel like he's still good enough to win a championship, man. Like that's how good he is.
This is Derrick Henry we're talking about, not Ezekiel Elliott. All right,
yeah,
he still got the burst in him. He still got the play in him. Because I think we're just getting in our head so much because he's had this many carries and he's had this many yards, bro. He had 1,500 yards behind that offensive line we had last year. You don't think he's about to come and do another 1,000+ yards this year? Like, no, bro. He has more value on our team than he will ever have on a trade block.
Everybody can see that Zeke was falling off, man. We seen Zeke. We was all Zeke done. We said that 3 years ago he was done. You know what I'm saying? Now they getting rid of him, man. We knew it was coming, man. So I just look at it like this, man. Derrick Henry, he's lost. I ain't gonna lie, he has lost some of his top end speed. He's not gonna take one to the crib like he used to, man. But he's still. But the 10 to 20 yards, man, you still gonna have to deal with that dude, man. Like
he definitely gotta be accounted for when he's on that field, man. Because I mean, if you sit up there and play, if you sit up there and play him like he's an aging running back, I mean, he gonna make you pay.
Most definitely, he's still respected.
Because he might not have that speed, but he still has that power to run you over, to throw you out the stadium with that stiff arm. So he makes up for it in other places outside of speed.
Yeah. We can go on to the next topic. So apparently Mike Vrabel, Brand Carthon, all the people was out there to go at the Ohio State Pro Day the other day. I think it was either yesterday or 2 days ago. And I'm starting to really believe, man, that our first round pick gonna come from Ohio State, man. Either it's a left tackle or the wide receiver, man. Like I said, you can see it under my caption, man. Remember the name, bro, Jackson Smith-Njigba, man. Y'all know, man. Look, I'll go ahead and talk about some Jackson Smith-Njigba, man. I have been on this dude, man, since the first time I watched his tape, man. I mean, I seen him play in the Rose Bowl against Utah. And he had a 347-yard game, man. Dude, that's when I told people, man. Hey, look at the date of this tweet that I had, man. And I said, if the Titans are going to draft a wide receiver in the draft, Jackson Smith-Njigba should be the pick. He's the best wide receiver in his class. Ohio State wide receivers always hit. They do. I mean, come on now. You go look at the Ohio State wide receivers that's been since recently, like the past 5 years, man. They have had nothing but the wide receiver hits. You know what I'm saying? You go look at what Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. They've had they had Michael Thomas. You know what I'm saying? They've had wide receivers, man. The wide receiver after wide receiver, man. Why not take a chance on something that you know is gonna hit, man? You know, that's how I look at it. So apparently Jackson Smith-Njigba, he ran a 40 time. He ran a 4.5, and one of his knocks on him was his speed. And I mean, if he has 4.5 speed, my bad, I'm getting a phone call. If he has 4.5 speed, man, I mean, I think he for his route running, I think that's pretty good, man. So
yeah, but with him, does that 4.5 on the 40 translate into on the field? Because you've been watching more tape than any of us on him. So do you still see that 4.5 speed on the field? Because like you said, that was a knock. A lot of people said he ain't fast, and we see people that can run fast 40s, but then when you put him on the football field, you never see that top end speed hit. So is he really going to be able to hit that 4.5 on the field?
Well, I could just show it to you, bro. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you use everything you want to say, Morocco, before I show these highlights, man.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
No, okay.
You look as he's trying to get that control. He may have gotten that foot in. Goodness. Missed to those runs. This defense has got to maintain their proximity.
CJ Stroud to Smith and Jigba. Great move. Gets down the sideline. And a burst. Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Touchdown, Ohio State.
So, what y'all think of that?
I see where the speed's an issue, where they question that, because a lot of times where like he broke off on that corner, the corner was able to get up on him. He was able to use the stiff arm to keep him separated, go to the end zone. But even then, on some of those, you would notice that the safety comes and gets the angle and catches up on him on that safety. But that's the only knock, bro. I mean, there's tons of good. Anquan Bolden was a good wide receiver, and he wasn't fast. So fast ain't the biggest thing. Yeah. John Robinson was the fastest thing in the combine, and dude didn't do nothing in the league. So he looks, man, he got that stature, runs some good routes, man. It looks nice. But I see what they're talking about with the speed.
Yeah, I see the same thing. Like I said, man, like whenever he breaks free or when he gets by, once he kills you with the route, he catches the ball. The corner catches right back up to him.
Yes.
But it is what it is.
I mean, he's capable of getting that yak though. I mean, I like him. I mean, before I actually watched any film on him or whatever, I mean, I halfway knew who he was. I mean, I don't watch college football like that, but I'm just familiar with the people I'm familiar with. But once I watched that tape, man, I said, man, he a fit for the Titans. I mean, as long as he's able to, play on the outside and play on the inside or whatnot, I think he'll be worth it at 11. I just don't want a dude who can't play on the outside at 11.
Mm-hmm. He kept, so apparently I talked to a lot of Ohio State fans, and I asked them, I'm like, man, see, look, and I said the Titans are looking at Jackson Smith and Jigba at 11. And so one thing that I noticed on film is that they only got him playing in the inside, and I was like, can he play on the outside? He said, I'm gonna let you know this right now, and he said, I'm gonna say this: I love Marvin Harrison Jr., I love Chris Olave, I love Garrett Wilson. But they all said the same thing. Jackson Smith and Jigba is the best receiver that they have at all of those receivers. They said that he is the best receiver. And I was shocked. I was like, wait, he's the best? Like, you know what I'm saying? They said, even like they've said it, like even the players themselves have said that Jackson Smith and Jigba is the best wide receiver out of all of them. And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? They said he can play anywhere. Anywhere. Like his route running is that good. He can play anywhere. And I was like, Lord, I mean, obviously the tape is the tape, man. They only had him playing inside, but that was because he had Chris Olave and he had, Garrett Wilson on the outside. And another, also Keon. Hey, I appreciate that. He said that Terry McLaurin. I forgot about Terry McLaurin. He went to Ohio State too. You feel me?
Okay.
Ohio State got them receivers.
Yeah, they hit on receivers, man.
Yeah, I mean they putting receivers out. Seems like every single season they bringing out a legit number one dude, and I really do think JSN he fits the mold as well, man. Because I mean, like you said, his route running is so dadgum good or whatever. I mean, I feel like if you can run legitimate routes or whatever, you can play on the inside and the outside. It's not so much about size. I mean, if you a big dude or whatever, I mean, play on the outside or whatever. But if you got route running, man, I mean, you can play all throughout an offense.
Hey, Octavius, man, I really like Zay Flowers. I like him too. That's my number 2 wide receiver I would like on Tennessee Titans. I really like Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers is nice too, yeah. Man, I really like Hyatt too, but bro, I
like Hyatt.
It's at 11 though. That's who I keep getting at is Hyatt. But it's that 11 spot. I think that's a little too high for him. But I think when we go back and look at this draft, I think he's going to be one of those guys where everybody's like, yeah, he should have been the first wide receiver gone.
You saying Hyatt?
Yeah, I think so. But
he's the first. The high-ranked Tennessee wide receiver. That's why he's not going to go very high. They don't know what high is going to be in the league because he played in a Josh Heupel offense. So like that's why we're Tennessee fans. We're praying that he does good because it makes us look good as a university that we produce wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? So he's the first. And the same thing with Hendon Hooker for the guys that want Hendon Hooker at quarterback. He's the same way. We want him to do good because we want to make it look like we put in good talent. But I will say though, the way the Titans made these moves in these off seasons, bro, this free agency, it lets me know that we about to stack up at young playmakers. Now I think I've been saying that in the group chat. That I feel like the way the moves that we made, we got a linebacker, we got corner, we got left tackle, we've gotten some guards. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like Rand Carthon wants to go young playmakers in this draft, man. And I think they'll stack up.
I think that's the recipe right now. Like we all talk about, young quarterbacks and this and that, and elite quarterbacks, which it is. But look at some of these other teams that got young, like elite quarterbacks. They got some young wide receivers coming in the league, and a lot of these young wide receivers are coming in and taking the league by storm in their first couple of years. I mean, look at Jamar Chase and Jefferson. Them dudes came into the league and just started taking over. So we got to go find us a wide receiver guy. We had it at A.J. Brown. We let him go. Now we got to go find that. We got to replace that. We got to get a target out there.
I want to say this about Hyatt as well, man. My thing about Hyatt is, I mean, shoot, if you allow him to, I mean, he gonna burn your defense up, man. I mean, that dude right there. I mean, he that dude when it comes to going deep. But the thing about it is in the league, man, I mean, you're not going to be playing in no Josh Heupel offense or whatnot. And these cornerbacks are faster and smarter than the ones you're going to be facing, than the ones you faced in college. And, they gonna get up in his grill and mug him. And that's something that I didn't see a lot of in Tennessee. It was a lot of him running wide open. I mean, a lot of space around. I mean, that's the Josh Heupel offense right there. I mean, he schemes people open, and in the league, you're not gonna get a lot of that or whatever. So, and then Steve Smith, I actually pointed that out as well. I mean, I watched his breakdown of some wide receivers, and he pointed that out that he wanted to see Hyatt, one-on-one, man coverage, person just grilling him just to see how he reacts to adversity.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, that's how I feel about Hyatt. I think he'll be good,
he got to go to the right team, though. He got to go to the right team.
But see, like even though he hasn't been like manned on and pressed on that much, like he's still a big physical guy. There's been tons of times he goes up and gets that ball and outworks people for the ball. So I don't think he got pressed. Not like, it's a Josh Heupel, system, but I don't think he got pressed as much and as manned as much because a lot of people know that he's going to beat them physicality. Like he is a big physical dude on that field, and I think a lot of college players respected that. Now, like you said, to your point, coming into the league is different. They're faster, they're stronger, they're better. So, and that's why I kind of JSN, I'm a little bit off too, because like he is slow. And if college safeties and college DBs are catching up to you, NFL ones are definitely going to catch up to you. And at least was for me on Hyatt is that he's physical. He don't really, every time I've seen somebody on him and the ball's in the air, he's going through that ball. He don't care when somebody's on him. He's going through that contact and going and getting it. But to your point, I haven't seen nobody press on him, but I think some people are kind of scared of him because he is so big and so physical.
Yeah, don't underestimate route running, though. I mean, I understand JSN is not your fastest wide receiver, but do not underestimate route running because if you can run good routes or whatever, I mean, you're gonna be in position to make a lot of plays. And see, JSN, he has an understanding of how to run routes. Like he's just not gonna run his routes like just straight or whatever. Nah, I mean he knows how to set his dude up. He knows how to use his leverage to get to where he wants to be and create space. So I feel like
that's the receiver we've been missing, honestly.
Yeah,
that's the receiver we've been missing.
Yeah, once he get in the league and work with the wide receiver coach, hopefully he'll have our wide receiver coach. But once he worked with an NFL wide receiver coach or whatever, they'll give him the knowledge that he needs to win in the league. So I feel like this dude gonna be good.
Yeah, and he good. And to like what you're saying, like the route running matters because to me, Anquan Bolden was one of those players that's like that. He wasn't fast. He was slow. 4.8, I think is what he ran. Slow, but he ran routes so good that he'd be open by yardage just because he ran the stuff so good. But you just don't know until you see that, right? We thought Robert Woods was a good route runner. He wasn't fast, but he'll get open. And everybody was stuck on that dude like white on rice all season. So we're not going to know until we actually see. But yeah, but to your point, I completely agree. Route running will get you open when speed doesn't. So I'm with you. We just don't know until he actually gets into the league and sees it.
I will say though, I'm gonna name you a wide receiver that ain't fast but got elite route running skills. Cooper Kupp.
Yes.
Y'all seen what Cooper Kupp did in the league. Y'all seen he broke Jerry Rice's record. He was the Triple Crown. Like, bro, it ain't about speed at wide receiver all the time. I know the greatest receiver of all time, Jerry Rice. He not the fastest receiver. He had elite routes, man. You can't do nothing about them route runners, man. I'm gonna go to What up, D?
Yo, what's going on with you, D?
What's going on, D?
Hope you're having a blessed weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all rocking out with us on this Friday night, man. But finna go ahead and get to the next comment as well. JSN is the better wide receiver for sure. I'm just kind of surprised that y'all satisfied with Dillard. I mean, I ain't gonna say we satisfied with Dillard, but you know, Dillard been in the league. What, he got drafted?
He's a first round pick.
Yeah, he a first round pick, and the only reason that he really didn't play like that with the Eagles is because the Eagles got the damn good offensive line, and he was hurt as well. So
he was hurt.
Him coming to Tennessee is like him getting his first real shot or whatever, and it does open up the door for us to take, what the best player there. I mean, I honestly think they're gonna take Paris Johnson if Paris Johnson is still there.
I agree with that too.
I don't think he's gonna be there, but if he's there, I think that's the route they gonna go. If he's not there, I'm praying for JSN, and then we can take a tackle in the second round. Honest to God truth, my dream scenario is trade back. I believe you'll get more value trading back. Don't trade, all the way down to the mid-20s or, the 30s somewhere.
Right.
But, if you could trade back to 14, 15, no lower than 16.
Man, we can honestly trade back and it depends on what the Texans are doing, because I think the Texans need a wide receiver. And if we can somehow trade back and the Texans don't pick up a wide receiver, we can get JSN at 13 or 14, bro. And we get some picks. And I'll just look at that like if we can somehow make that happen. But like Brown Chubby Bear basically said he thought we were gonna get Skoronski. I think Skoronski is gonna be gone by the time we get the I really think Paris Johnson is going 9 to the Bears, and 10. I think the Eagles are going to pick up Skoronski. I think that's what's going to happen because they want linemen. You know what I'm saying? They just lost another lineman. They lost Isaac Samolia. I don't know how to say that.
They're gonna have to replace that right there.
Yeah, they're going to have to replace him. So it's Skoronski. Skoronski, I think, is going to be a guard in the league. I think he's a guard. And I mean, he plays left tackle, but he can move in. He's basically he's nowhere near as good as this player, but he's like Bruce Matthews, where he could just damn near play everything on the line.
He'll go if he goes to the Eagles. I mean, he'll start out as guard, but don't be surprised if he ends up playing left tackle as well, man, because I know their tackles, they're getting on up there in age, and actually is Lane Johnson that just signed a new deal?
Yeah, they did just sign,
1 year, $33 million or whatever.
Yeah, they paid a lot of money for him.
Yeah, man. So he'll definitely, in my opinion, if he's good at guard, he'll definitely, move over to one of them tackle positions at some point.
Yeah.
He said, people are still talking about JSN. I'll pull up these comments. He said, "Mama, what are we doing this season? I'm confused. We are rebuilding, or are we trying to go for the Super Bowl?" I mean, I say go for the Super Bowl, bro. I mean, you never know in this league, dog. Like you never know. Like your team could be sorry one year, and the next year you're the best team in the league. Like you never know in this league, man. Anything can happen. Like you go for the Super Bowl, and I know people gonna think we rebuilding, but every year you should think about Super Bowl, bro. And if it doesn't work, bro, and you get in the draft, you try to build to go to the Super Bowl. That's what this game is, man. You want to play for championships, even if you're sorry, you play for championships, man. Like
I'm gonna tell you about. Go ahead, Firestone.
And we keep saying rebuild here too, and I think that's only because the GM's not here because we traded, got rid of the GM, we got a new one. Because we honestly ain't been making no more moves than we've ever made in the past 3 or 4 seasons that we've had with J-Rob. J-Rob was sitting there making tons of changes every year, season after season after season, because we've seen the turnaround we've had. So honestly, so far this has been the least turnaround. It's just been the higher name turnaround than it has ever been for us. But as you look within the Titans fan base, a lot of those things we understand and kind of agree with to change the culture, and they've come in and got so far some pretty good replacements for those guys. So I just don't see it as a rebuild. Like it does kind of look like a restructure, retooling.
Yeah, I don't want to give away my plans or whatever, but the Titans right now, man, their biggest concern is just winning this division. I mean, sure, the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. They always
but we were saying step at a time.
Yeah, man, but they more concerned about winning the division right now. I mean, shoot, Arden Key, he, came in and pretty much said it himself. Like, when he called these dudes and asked them what he asked them, he also asked them, hey, y'all think y'all can run the South? And I think the fans should have that same mindset as well, man. Worry about winning this division, man, because that right there is going to set you up for a good postseason. I mean, nobody wants to be sitting around playing the field because they lost the division. I mean, you're playing a dangerous game right there. So don't get mad at people just because they looking at the division, because that's the first business that you gotta handle.
We shouldn't be looking at what the Chiefs are doing or what the Bills are doing. We should be worried about what the Jacksonville, the Texans, you know what I'm saying, and the Indianapolis Colts are doing.
Because I'll remember that when y'all bring up we need to be mirroring the Kansas City Chiefs and do it. I'll remember that.
We're gonna have, like I said, man, y'all gotta know with me, man. Sometimes I just be having my moments, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really be meaning the stuff I be saying. I just be in the moment, bro. Like whenever we suck or do something stupid, I'm like, all right, let's go get Caleb Williams, man.
Hey, RJ, we got Officer in the building.
Hey, what up, senior?
What's going on, senior? You know I had to mess with you for a second, man. But yeah, man, so he's sitting up over here. He getting ammo for you, RJ, so watch your words.
Hey, I ain't scared of senior, man. You know, I always go back and forth with that dude, man. I ain't had a good argument with him in a good little minute, though, man. It just both our teams ain't been really doing much, bro. But I remember the days, bro. We used to be in there every single day getting on senior nerve.
Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all go watch Senior and
Horseshoe Mob.
Yeah, over there, Horseshoe Mob, man. I mean, they got a damn good situation going on up over there for the Colts as well, man. So y'all make sure y'all check out all the podcasts on the Fan Battle Sports Network, man, because we doing big things right now. We trying to go places, man, and we ain't gonna do that without y'all support.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. And so, RJ, remember, keep this energy for later on. I feel like we said, we know we get emotional, we Titans fan and all this stuff. But, as soon as Tannehill throws a pick, we're going to see RJ back on these.
It's too late for that now.
Hey, like I said, now we busy. I told you why. When Tannehill throw a pick, I told you we were being dumb. Trade up a Bryce Young, goddamn it.
Too late now, goddamn it. Carolina said we want that guy. Or they might go strong.
I had to change my tune up. Now I just remember the name, boy. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Yes, sir. Hey,
bro, I would laugh so hard though. Carolina goes Anthony with #1 overall. It's like you traded up all that. You straight pull a Bears moves for Mitchell Trubisky. Is that what you're really about to do? So I mean, I hope it's CJ. or Bryce, but man, I don't know. Carolina's one of those franchises I look like they fumble the ball quite often, so I could see them going trade up and then go get Anthony.
He said, I was saying, I don't know what Rand's think. Is he trying to rebuild or is he trying to compete? I'm confused. Hey, I got you, bro. Hold on. We're going to watch this video, bro. I'm going to show you what direction we going, bro.
First 5 free agent deals official today. All 5 were at St. Thomas Sports Park.
Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
You excited or what, man?
Man, I'm pumped. This is great.
Bringing the energy. I'm bringing change, culture, everything. We coming.
Feels good, man. Feels right. I'm just excited, man. Excited to join the squad, man.
It's a great opportunity. I'm really appreciative of the opportunity that I've been given, and I know that I'm going to prove those guys right, and can't wait to be out there.
Titans are adding another defensive back, though. Today, they agreed to terms with corner Sean Murphy-Bunting.
What's up, man? Tighten up, baby. Let's get it.
Excited to be a Titan. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to grind with my brothers, man, and just be great.
Y'all better tighten up. Sunday, Monday, Thursday. If it's a home game, we need you here. If it's away, we need you there.
So what y'all think we on, man?
Man, them dudes ain't thinking about no dadgum rebuild. They not thinking about no tanking or none of that, man. They coming up out here trying to win games, man. So they need all the fans to show up and show out at these games, man, because we ain't laying down for nobody.
No,
that's the mindset we need to have, man. It ain't gonna lie, it's a long off season, bro. Y'all just gotta understand, bro. It's been the worst. It's been one of the worst off seasons ever, bro. Hey, I don't know what the hell we doing, but
yeah,
hey,
man, we gotta stay down until we come up. That's just what it is, man. I mean, we retooling right now. We lost, but you know what I'm saying. We getting some good guys in return, man, and we can still, make a run in this division and get into the playoffs. And, with the playoffs, I mean, yeah, you got to be a good team, but some of that is luck as well. So, I mean, hey, we get there and, we found a little luck. Ain't no telling what'll happen, man. Just everybody out there, man, just keep your faith, man, and believe in the team.
Yeah, and remember, Rand Carthon's, whole reputation built around him is finding talent that everybody else overlooked and nobody heard of. Everybody overlooked George Kittle. Everybody overlooked Deebo Samuel, and he went and got them, and everybody was surprised by that. So be patient. Give this man some time, because this is exactly why we brought him here. We brought him here not to go make the big flashy signings, but to bring us the guys that Vrabel needs and that Vrabel can coach to become a championship caliber team. And I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, most definitely. I 100% agree with that, man. They didn't bring this GM on here just to tank. They brought the GM over here because, Mike Vrabel needs a GM that's going to find talent for him, man. And I just felt like John Robinson, he got us out of a hole. I always thank him for that. But at the same time, once we got the talent, he wasn't adding more pieces that we needed to get us over the hump. And that's what Rand Carthon's here for. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen in 1 year, y'all. We don't judge them off of this first year. Let's give them time to fix this.
John Robinson kind of felt like the girl that's constantly getting hookups but never gets the relationship. It's like, yeah, a bunch of people is coming around. That shit look cool and flashy, but where are they all at now? Because they're not around. They're not here for us. They're not Titans.
Yeah, man. I think John Robinson got the big head at the end of the day, man. I mean, he was hitting when he, first got the job, man. I mean, y'all already know he made the DeMarco Murray trade, and then the draft, he went and got Jack Conklin, he went and got KB, he went and got Henry. I mean, he was finding dudes, and then he had his first round misses, but he was finding them dudes like, David Long, them, man, in the back half of the draft. So I think along the way, man, I mean, he got the big head. He wasn't listening to Vrabel and the other coaches when they was telling him what they needed or what they wanted or whatever. And I think Rand's going to do a lot more of that. I mean, he's going to listen to his coaches, and, he going to go out and get the guys that the coaches want. I mean, I'm sure Rand got his likes as well, and he going to get some dudes that he like. but he comes from an organization that believes in what's the word? Right there, collaborating.
Synergy, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a team effort, man. And I think you're gonna see that implemented with Rand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most definitely. Yeah, man. I like the direction that we're going. I like the pieces that we signed, and I like the position that we in going into this draft. I'm telling y'all, after this draft, bro, I'm letting y'all know now we finna be excited on this mug, bro. When we get these new pieces, these new weapons, because I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a lot of weapons. If we go in skill position, bro, we got there's some weapons in here, bro. We can get there's some young playmakers that's gonna make us sitting there like, yeah. what was that trash y'all were talking earlier? I can't.
Either one of y'all going to the draft this year?
I
mean, it's in Kansas, ain't it? It's in Kansas City.
Yeah,
it really?
Kansas
I don't know
City,
where
man. It's in Kansas City, man. I think
they bring it back to Nashville. That's what they do.
Away from me. In fact, bring that mug back to Nashville, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man. That was
that draft.
If you didn't go to the draft in Nashville, man, you missed a hell of an event, man. I mean, I didn't even spend that much time down there, but the time I was down there, I mean, it was like Jesus Christ. I'd never seen anything like it.
Bro, I was in North Carolina, bro. I was still in the military, dog. I was sick. I had my tickets ready and everything to go back home.
Bruh. We supposed to go to the Nashville one. I was going with my dad and stuff, but he backed out. We didn't get to go and stuff. But I went to the one in Vegas, and I remember watching the Nashville one. Man, it looked like packed. Broadway had people all the way up from building to building, all the way for miles. It was packed. So I was like, man, Vegas is definitely going to be jumping like this and that. And it was jumping, but it didn't seem like how Nashville shit looked. It didn't look like it was that crazy.
Boy, I'm glad you said that too, Firestone, man, because I was just about to say I don't want to sound biased or anything like that. But, man, hey, it ain't been now another draft like the draft that was in Nashville, man. Yeah. I mean, that mug was so freaking lit. And just like you said, you watched the Vegas draft, and you know what I'm saying? Vegas is Vegas. So, they're going to always put on regardless. But that Vegas draft, man, the atmosphere wasn't like that one in Nashville. And I was out there in Nashville, like, I forgot I was in Nashville. That's how lit it was.
Bro, I'm telling you, dude, when I watched it, man, there was people that was telling me, that was like, bro, that's your city, bro. Like I said, yeah, bro, I told you. I'm telling you, bro, when it comes to Nashville, don't nobody party like my city, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Like, that's all bro, I could go to Nashville right now and turn up, bro. Literally, I can literally go downtown right now. It's a great day outside. Like, if I went to Nashville, I can literally go on a turn up right now. It's only 9:42.
Bruh, do not tempt me. It is cold and raining here in Oklahoma, bruh. Oh,
I'll be telling people, bro. Hold on, I'm finna pull up a picture of it, dude. It was ridiculous, bro. Like, it was so many people out here. Bruh, and then, like, we got rooftops, bro, where you can see everything. It's ridiculous. Look how many people it is. Can y'all see that?
Bro, exactly. Bro, I swear to you, when I was at, like, Vegas, I swear that they said, like, maybe 150,000 people were there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and I remember that because at the time, like, I was thinking of my social media stuff, and I was like, bro, at that time, I was like, I have 400,000 followers. This is only 100,000. I'm looking around, I was like, this is a ton of fucking people for 100,000. But then when I started to, like, weigh it up to the Nashville one, like, millions of people was at the Nashville one, and it wasn't nowhere near a million at Vegas.
Yeah. Man, just wait till we build this new stadium, bro, and we had a Super Bowl come out here, bro. It's been, I'm telling you, bro.
I'm starting to go get me a room downtown. I'm starting to pay whatever to get a room downtown, man.
Hey, I'm go ahead and get a jump boy. I know all the clubs too. I know all the clubs. Like, hey, that's not a club I don't know out there, bro. I'm gonna be at that mug turn, bro. Hey, Firestone, you gotta come down, bro.
Bro,
you
I was just about to say, I was like,
you gotta come. The Super Bowl comes, you gotta come down, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh shit, man! I might come this summer while all this bullshit.
Hey,
shit.
I'm trying to, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Have you been to Nashville before?
No. And what's funny is, like, we got off the last stream. last week, right? Me and
Bro.
Rocco sitting there talking about. I was like, man, I might need to move to Nashville. We was looking at houses in Nashville and shit last week. Man. Once we got
Morocco, he don't know, bro. He don't know how lit it get out here, bro. Like he just don't know, bro.
It's freaking lit, man.
When it get hot, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you gonna love it out here, bro. It's so many people, bro. Like it's like walking through New York.
I gotta go to Texas in May for that Super Soaker battle and stuff, and for that world largest Super Soaker battle with Colton and stuff. And that shit's, I'm looking forward to that. But my son's birthday's at the end of May, so I'm thinking after his birthday, I might try to come up there to Nashville in June because that's when my birthday is. So I might just come up to Nashville and celebrate the birthday.
Oh, okay, most definitely. We do got this. You want to show that David Long video, man?
Oh yeah, man. We
mentioned
earlier, man. But you know how we do on here, man. I mean, hey, man, we had topics on deck, but man, I mean, as y'all just saw, the conversation could go anywhere, man.
Could go left field, really?
Yeah, man. I mean, we with whatever on here, man. But yeah, David Long, I mean, he had something to say about Mike Vrabel. As y'all know, Mike Vrabel singled him, Christian Fulton out a while back. I think it was back in January. He singled him out and called him out about the soft tissue injuries. And David Long, he was asked about those comments. And here goes his response right here.
Mike Vrabel singled you and Christian Fulton out in his postseason thing. But I'm wondering how that grabbed you. How, like, did that catch you by surprise? Were you offended? What did you think about that?
I mean, I was, man. You know, because if you watch film, since my rookie year, to the end of this year, every play, I lay it out on the line. So, that was a surprise to me, and I feel like it kind of created a narrative a little bit as far as how I take care of my body. If you ask anybody, I'm a first one in, last guy out type of guy. So, and and he knows that as well. So, it really just put a little, what would I say, like a bigger chip, like I know what type of player I am, and then that wasn't discussed to me as well. So it was a lot, I mean, but I took it, with a grain of salt, and then I'm not really, much a media person. I'm just going, why he singled me out or whatever, I'm a roll with it, we going, and I'm gonna just, get back to work.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, this dude right here, David Long. I mean, I hated to see him go. I mean, I love that dude on the field, but at the same time, I mean, he was consistently hurt, man. And Vrabel, I mean, I've said it on here before that Vrabel, man, don't get in them press conferences and start singling players out. If you don't want them calling you out, man, you shouldn't call them out in those press conferences. I mean, I feel them, but dude, man, choose your words wisely, man. Don't point fingers. And I feel like, with Vrabel doing that right there, I feel like it kind of hurt David Long or whatever, man, because I mean, he already knew how Mike Vrabel felt about him. I mean, God only knows the conversations they had. And for him to call him out in the press conference, that pissed him off or whatever. He just had time to, think about it. But then again, I mean, I think about Vrabel. Vrabel, to me, man, I think that right there wasn't just, he said their names or whatever, but I don't think he had any ill intentions behind saying their names or whatever. I think he was just so frustrated about what was going on at the time because, I mean, his best players just kept on just going down. And, when all that is going on, I mean, you got a whole bunch of emotions just build up inside of you or whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't fault Vrabel totally, but I just say to him, man, don't single your players out, man. Don't point the finger.
But see, I disagree with that. You gotta call players out. You have to absolutely call these players out. You got to, because if you don't, they're just gonna show up into your locker room, do whatever you do. I mean, look what Sean Payton's doing with the Denver culture right now. He even told Russell Wilson, "Hey, your team 3 cannot come in. Can't come in. They're a distraction. You're doing this. You gotta hold your players to a standard, or you gotta set a standard for your team, and then you gotta hold your players to that standard. Otherwise, they're gonna walk around. They're gonna do whatever they want and act however they want." And for what he's saying on that interview, for me, that speaks a lot of volumes. He could never, ever say anything indefinite about how he was working to come back and be on the field and fight through an injury, right? He was just saying, well, Vrabel seen me. I was there. I was the first one in and the last one out. Okay, well, just because you're the first one in and the last one out still don't mean you're properly training. You can go sit in the gym all day long and be throwing around weights all day long and still not be doing anything that's great for your body. So it does say a lot of things that Vrabel had to call you out in those moments. And like Eric North says, Simmons is hurt, Ben Jones is hurt, Tannehill's hurt. All these other players are playing hurt to have a bigger role than you and is in the leadership. And Vrabel expects you to be a leader too, as David Long. He expects – so I don't think it was emotional. I think it was strategic. I think he was calling him out because he didn't think he was playing his hardest. And Vrabel truly expected more from David Long as a leader, and David Long didn't step up when it was time to be a leader on that team. You just took the easy way out. You kind of took a Mariota's like, this is kind of hurting. I don't really feel like it. And then you got upset when he called you out on your BS that you didn't show up and play for the team when we kind of needed you to on injuries that not only Vrabel, but a lot of people thought that you could play through.
Yeah, I can feel that, but I say this right here. You got to practice what you preach now. Vrabel always talking about, team and, we're not going to point fingers and this and that. And he goes up there and start pointing fingers. I mean, shoot, what kind of example is you setting? I mean, yeah, hold them accountable, hold them to the standard or whatever. But when it comes to, in the media, out here in front of the public, man, don't get out there and start pointing fingers at players.
Yeah. My thing is, if you're gonna hold your players accountable, man, you gotta hold these sorry coaches you be hiring too, man. Because, bro, you ain't say nothing about how sorry Todd Downing was the whole season, bro. You ain't say nothing about the strength and conditioning coach, bro, being sorry, bro. You ain't say nothing about none of them coaches that you fired, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't say nothing about how bad the offensive line coach was, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of coaches he didn't call out, but he quick to call out Christian Fulton and David Long.
Well,
like I said, I like Vrabel, but he definitely got to hold the coaches accountable like he hold the players.
True. Well, and then with last year on some of those things, like you're saying, because the strength and conditioning coach and Todd Downing, like they was messing up, but weren't they still showing up? Weren't they still there? They were still doing their jobs, and that's why some of these players had to get called out because you weren't doing your job. You weren't showing up.
Stayed at home.
Like, well, I mean, I'm with you on the Downing part, but also like, yeah, Downing was calling bad plays, but also like we discussed that here too. He had nobody to really scheme some stuff up for it too on top of that, so it wasn't 100% Downing. It ain't like he had Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams out there and all that stuff. Not giving excuses for Downing. Downing still bad, right? But I think that's why Vrabel called those players out and not those coaches, because even though the coaches wasn't performing to the level, they were still showing up every day, doing their job, trying to do the best for the team. And some of these players felt like they were showing up to collect a paycheck. Like Eric says, it looked like Long would be running around, playing around the facility sometimes and then not playing the game. So it's like, how can you be sitting here doing all this stuff? Because Vrabel sees what we don't see. He sees you running around, goofing around, playing this in the locker room, the weight room, and then Sunday comes, you're not playing. You can see these things. So to me, it was that those players wasn't showing up doing their job. And even though those coaches was failing, they was at least still showing up every day trying to do their job. They was just failing. And the strength and the conditioning, looks like they're trying to blame the field for that shit. It sounds like a cop-out to me. I just don't think people are training properly and eating and taking care of their body like they should.
I agree. And I feel like that's why Vrabel said something, because there was something going on behind the scenes that he know about that we don't know about, you know what I'm saying, with David Long and Christian Fulton. Maybe they partying, you never know what they doing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they just 8 to 4 guys that were they just only showing up to practice and going home and not putting in the extra work. So we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, man.
True, correct.
Vrabel feel like he had to say something about it, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Man. Man, if y'all ain't got nothing else, man, let's go ahead and wrap this baby up. Let these people get up out here and do what they do on the Friday. Look, Firestone, you already look like you got some foolishness going on tonight. I mean, do all the
Friday,
foolishness.
bro.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
foolishness. But just don't go to jail. I got your bum
No,
Monday if you
no.
do. But
No jail. You know, I was into some foolishness beforehand. This was running a little bit late. My bad. But yeah, no, I'm gonna get into some foolishness again till tonight. It's Friday, bro. I'm about to go out and have some fun. But man, thank y'all for watching, like and comment, subscribe. That helps us so much here on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter as well. That helps us with the algorithm. Make sure y'all go check out the apparel, justwinapparel.com. Go click the Titans Colosseum podcast tab. You can go get all our official merch there as well. That helps us as well for the podcast and with our budget and doing everything that we've been doing. If y'all's been here since the first episode, you kind of see everybody's kind of upgrading setups as we go along. So we can't do that without y'all being supportive here and everything. So when we go live in here, like, comment, subscribe, share for us, and it does wonders for us.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, thank you for being here. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have people, that support, love the Titans. You know, we love this job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't even a job. This is the hobby. You know what I'm saying? We love this hobby, man. Like we love being on here talking about our team, man. Talk about what's gonna happen next, what we think, what our opinion is, because we always gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We got Firestone's a former Houston Oilers. Well, I mean, granted, he's been here since the Houston Oilers. You know what I mean? And me and Morocco, we both from Nashville, Tennessee. So we done damn near seen every game. You feel me? So, like I said, man, we always keep it real.
And I might be getting something to add back to here, too, for my little helmet collection. I know my name's kind of blocking something, but I might get something back here to add to it just for you, RJ. Just for you to put back here. Just as a constant reminder every show for you.
Oh man. Hey,
man, shout out to Chubby Bear too, man. That's the guy behind our website, fanbattlesports.com. Make sure y'all check it out, man. Man, I mean, it's a dope site, man. And I was just looking at it this week, especially the article that I wrote in that. That was my first ever article that I wrote. Thank y'all for the support too, man. I mean, honest to God truth, I mean, I feel like I got a talent for that, man. I mean, not to brag on myself, but, I've always been told that, I'm a good writer. And I'm going to continue doing that for y'all, man, because, I mean, everything I do is honestly for y'all, man. I mean, if y'all didn't support me the way y'all supported me in this podcast, man, I would not be doing it, man. Y'all keep us going, man. So, I mean, salute to y'all, man, because y'all making this happen. I mean, we only up here doing the easy part, man. Y'all the ones that's out there doing the hard part by support, man. So, I mean, continue doing that for us, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Have a great weekend. Go out and enjoy yourself. Just don't go to jail.
Be safe. Have fun, but be safe.
Definitely, most definitely. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put a wrap to this thing, man.